fucking head right now.
I've been singing it all day.
How do you fucking know
Me
that?
too.
Is the audio not coming through? God damn it, we're recording.
We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks.
Do you hear it?
Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York.
So I woke up this morning. But this is a cold intro. Woke up this morning singing this song to my kids.
Okay.
Because we stayed up to watch the Cavs game. Woke up, we know what's next. My wife gets mad at me. Oh, you're going to cheer for the Knicks. And I start screaming this in her face. Go New York, go New York, go. All right, that's enough.
A house divided.
A house divided.
I've been singing that song for a week, just in the garden, just singing it to my vegetables.
Well,
They live in Jersey though, so is that bad? Is that like talking bad to them?
No.
Okay.
welcome to Ranger Things. We're recording on Monday, May 18th, 2026. I'm Carlo Montagnino. I'm joined by Brendan Lyons.
Hey.
And Dave Pacheco.
Go New York, go.
Visit patreon.com, Ranger Things Podcast, or rangerthingspodcast.com. Join the Wolf Pack. Follow us on Twitter, Ranger Things 23. Questions and comments, go to contact at rangerthingspodcast.com. Rate and review the show or on all the services. Let's get into it. We are currently recording during Game 7, Montreal Buffalo. Montreal's up 2-0. The second period having just started. We are also recording during the Game 5 of the PWHL final, where Ottawa just went ahead 2-1 to stave off defeat. That's a best of 5. Montreal's up 2-0 in that series.
Also, Game 1 of Spurs Thunder, where the Spurs are currently on a 7-0 run to open the game.
Very nice. I
So
do not have that game on my screen right now.
I'm in a house divided as well. My wife's watching the Spurs game, and if they make it to the finals and the Knicks make it to the finals, it's not going to be pleasant.
It's gonna be that brand new bed's gonna be extra cold.
This puts me in a very rare and enjoyable situation.
Oh yeah?
I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to one right after another emotionally dunk on the wives of my two best friends. Because when the Knicks beat the Cavs, my first text message, the very first thing I do will be text your wife, Carlo.
That's good, yeah.
With every single New York Knicks meme available on whatever version of iOS we have. And then if the Spurs win, I might just show up at Dave's house. Just dance in the backyard. Full Nick regalia.
Yeah. Tickets go on sale for the Knicks Cavs tomorrow morning. This morning, if you are listening to this, I am seriously considering getting tickets.
I think you should.
I mean, you guys might not come out. I know I said last week you should. If you don't, that's fine. I'm going to try to get tickets to go.
Yeah. If I didn't have friends coming to town this weekend, I was definitely coming out.
Yeah, and I just got to buy a Knicks jersey.
It'd be really weird if halfway through my friend's trip here, I was just like, yeah, I got to go. Sorry, guys.
Where do I buy basketball jerseys? I don't even know.
Just go to Amazon.
Right now, you're not going to get, like, NBA Shop is not going to get it to you in time.
No, I know.
You might just go to Amazon, get a T-shirt.
Yeah,
I gotta represent. I do like the Cavs, but you know, lids.com. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe just go to the mall. See what the mall's got.
He lives in Cleveland.
Mall?
Have any Knicks?
There's gonna be any Knicks. There's only
no, but if you go to the mall and go to Lids, you should be able to get a Knicks hat. And then you could just throw on a blue T-shirt.
But why would I go to? I have to go to a mall. That sounds crazy.
I mean,
Have
if
you
you're
been
looking to
to a
get
mall? When was the last
I
time
lo-
you've been inside of a mall, Brenton?
like a week and a
last
half
week.
ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Have you ever been to the American Dream Mall? That shit is fucking
I haven't.
insane. It's
I
so
haven't.
humongous.
That shit's got a lazy river. You could take a lazy river to fucking Dutch Bros.
So,
But I will say
Yeah.
they have the high end shops, where you come in and it's like the first two levels or whatever, and it's all beautiful and open. It's really nice, and the temperature control is perfect. And then when you pass a certain point, and you have all the regular folk, regular
That's what the
money,
fucking Primark is.
but like the temperature gets turned up because like they're like, fuck these guys.
get in
You
there,
know, like-
please.
Yeah.
All the chairs have spikes on it.
Yeah. Yeah, like when you sit down, you scan your receipt, and then the
Mhm.
spikes retract, and then
That's good. Yeah, the malls out here, we have Legacy Village, which is really nice outdoor mall. Real nice. You have to pay for parking. All right, you know what that means. You guys get it.
Mhm.
Then,
Same.
Then we have Beechwood, which is not that great. I mean, it's good, but it's
Small.
a lot of. It's not that small. It's just it's the size of the Staten Island Mall, but it's
Wait, isn't that
it's
the
a-
outdoor one? No,
that's Pinecrest.
Pinecrest. That's right.
That one's pretty good, but there's not that's small. There's not a lot of good stores there. Yeah, maybe I'll go out to Beechwood and get a hat.
There you
The
go.
Short Hills Mall in New Jersey has valet.
That's my favorite mall in the world.
Oh, it's the greatest mall ever. Sometimes if we're going out to dinner, like in North Jersey or in the city, like I'll get ready to go. I'll cruise up to fucking Short Hills, go to Bloomingdale's, have my car valeted,
Mhm.
go in there, go to the Nespresso place, get a couple of free Nespresso samples,
Mhm.
walk over to the cologne section, spritz a couple of sheets, pick one I like, dap myself up with it, go to dinner.
Very nice. That's good. I like Short Hills a lot.
Go to dinner. What?
Ottawa has won that game, so they
Nice.
forced game 4.
All right. Let's go Ottawa.
Oh, that's right. It's best of 5.
Yeah, best of 5.
Right.
So, no matter what, we'll have our first Canadian PWHL champion. All right.
That's a
First.
real that's a real kick in the dick for the NHL Canadian fans.
Yeah, yeah.
It took 2 seasons for a Canadian team to win, and there hasn't been a Canadian Stanley Cup champion in 30 something years.
Yeah, was it 92?
93.
93, that's right.
They won the year before us.
Mm-hmm. The curse of some French fucking frog.
I thought they won. Wait, Canadians haven't won since '93. You saying?
No
Correct.
Canadian team
Canadian-
has won since since 93. I think the
Wow.
Montreal Canadiens were the last ones to win in 93.
Mm-hmm.
And they were the last ones in the Cup final, I believe.
No.
Canadian.
Oh, well, they were the last-
Edmonton.
Edmonton. Yeah.
Yeah. Silly me.
Got a couple things to chat about.
Yeah.
League wide.
Mm.
Right? You get into that if you want. I think let's just chat about this. But it is kind of close to our hearts. John Tortorella. So the Vegas Golden Knights were fined $100,000 and their second round draft pick because they didn't go talk to the media after winning their round.
Wow.
The reason they didn't want to speak to the media is because they were frustrated over Braden McNabb's suspension for interference.
So they've lost a draft pick for not wanting to speak to the media.
And $100,000.
That's insanity.
Love or hate the Vegas Golden Knights.
That's
This
insane.
is insane. This is egregious.
What was the thought process? Like, what was the reason? That was just like that just because they didn't speak to the media, they weren't going to like fine them. I understand them. Yeah, fine them.
Yeah, you want to do the fine? That's
200,000,
fine.
whatever.
Yeah. But
But
to get rid of the draft pick, that's overreach. I'm sure they're gonna appeal. I think they're appealing this week. I'm sure they'll get their draft pick back. I'd hope.
Mhm.
But I mean, that's insane. On the other side of the coin, just talk to the media. Like, you're protesting the league for the suspension. You shouldn't be protesting the media. Like, who are you taking this out on, right?
Right, and the fans that want to, I don't know, they would like some insight. Not that we don't really matter in this grand scheme of things, but fucking.
Well,
Jesus.
I think Tortorella wants to find a moment where they can rally together. Which he's made it. But
This is heap ho.
I mean, if I was his fucking GM, I'd be pissed off.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it Marshawn Lynch? He should have done a Marshawn Lynch. I'm here just so I don't get fined.
Yep.
But
Yes.
instead of saying I'm here so I don't get fined, he should have answered every question with Marshawn Lynch. He should have just said Marshawn Lynch.
Did you guys see? It was like a college lacrosse press conference. They won a championship, or they won a round or whatever. And every answer, it was the coach and the captain going, "Nobody cares. Work harder." And that was the answer to every question. And everyone is like, "Okay," but it was actually very lame because they didn't have a reason to do that.
Oh.
Other than to just be dicks.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
They
think
got a lot of grape culture big down there in the lacrosse fucking collegiate fucking leagues.
You mean like the Duke boys, where it's found that they didn't do it?
Graped.
Yeah.
Yeah, the legal
Terrible,
system graped those
terrible.
guys.
Unlike any other collegiate sport,
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
where the vast majority of players are Caucasian. Like college hockey and probably college baseball
And NHL level, as we've seen with somebody.
and NHL level hockey and Olympic level hockey.
I'm gonna take your phone. You can't have it back.
Yeah.
Record yourself saying this. Tough look, Canada. Yeah, so I think that this is the second round pick is bad. That's can't take that away from people for not talking to the media.
Overreach.
I think that'll get that back. But I think again, Tortorella's looking for a moment like this. He's like really trying to galvanize the guys. Us versus them, the whole nine. I think Vegas needs that, right? They're playing really well. Everyone hates them already, but hey,
Sour grapes.
Yeah,
I didn't even mean that double entendre.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be across two sports. This quote applies across two sports. I want to talk to you guys because I've been thinking about this a lot today.
Mm-hmm.
And it applies to the Eastern Conference Finals in both the NBA and the NHL.
Okay.
I want to get your opinion on rest v. rust. Because in both sports in the Eastern Conference, you've got a team who slept and have just been resting, getting healthy, as the other team has battled through a 7-game series. Yeah. Where do you guys stand? Is it more valuable to be rested, or is there a possibility that you become rusty?
I think, obviously there's multiple factors, and, to say like the age of the team, the experience of the team comes into play. But for me, man, you kind of want to ride a hot hand, but if your team's been there for the last few years and you've been, 3-4 years, you'd prefer the rest over the riding hot hand going in, just
Mhm.
It's a
going
really
on
good
fumes.
point. So let's talk specifically about the Carolina Hurricanes, which is a bit of an older team, but also a very playoff experienced team.
Yeah.
I think for them, rest trumps rust for sure.
Yeah, I'd say so because for all of those points, but also because their style of play, they'd much rather a tired opponent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, because you're going to see a lot more defensive breakdowns. But I mean, before we get too specific, I like the idea of momentum. I know there's a lot of very smart people who don't think that that's a real thing, but like especially between games, let alone between series. But I beg to differ. I think it is very real. Like you can win a game 1 and maybe a game 2 based on how you performed in the previous series.
I also think momentum is real, but I don't think it's necessarily what people describe it as or think it is. I think it's more about think about the beginning of a season in the NHL where guys are still trying to get their legs under them.
Yeah.
And then they hit game 5 or 7 or whatever, and their lungs are back, their legs are back, and now they're building physical momentum. They're back into game shape. Yep. I do think after prolonged rest, you do fall out of game shape a little bit. But this isn't an off season. This is a week.
Right.
So maybe Carolina has fallen out of game shape to the extent where it might take them 23 minutes, 24 minutes. So what I think is that whoever comes out of Buffalo, Montreal will have a very strong start to game 1. But as the game goes on, I think Carolina could drop game 1.
Yeah, I think so.
But by the time you get to game 2 or 3 at an every other night pace, you will see the team who went to 7 start to wane.
Yeah.
And the team who was rested start to build.
Yeah. And it's about, for me, it's like the momentum it's not like, oh, we won, we'll win again. It's routine. It's repetition. If you're doing something the same way every other day or every day, however the routine is, right? When you take a break from that, a week and a half, like you have to rebuild that routine. I would hope that Carolina has spent, they rested, but they've been spending the last 3 days simulating a round,
right?
Sleeping in a hotel, practicing hard, is doing that, just getting their bodies into the timing and the routine of it all.
I'm sure Rod the Bod has them doing whatever you can do in practice,
right?
But it's hard to simulate game speed in the regular season in practice.
Well, you have alternating day playoff style practice where they're typically light practices. You're just like tweaking things here and there, and then you probably have a scrimmage game the next night. Again, it could be a light game just to keep your legs under you. That's what I would do, just to keep it going. Like not game intensity, but enough where you still are building a routine.
When was the last time they played a game? Like 2 weeks ago? The Canes?
It's been a while. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Yeah.
Or I think by the time the Eastern Conference Final starts, it'll be like 2 weeks or something, or like over 10 days.
They swept the Flyers the night before the Knicks swept the Sixers.
Yeah.
I think both series start. I think Knicks Cavs start tomorrow, and then I think the Eastern Conference Finals starts Wednesday.
Yeah.
In the NHL. Because tomorrow the Western Conference Final starts.
Yeah. I mean, it's not much rest for whoever wins the series.
It's the 21st or the 20th?
20th.
I think the 20th.
Perhaps.
mean, if you're looking it up, keep us honest.
Yeah, and I think
No,
well,
Wednesday is Avalanche
Game 1?
Golden Knights. Yeah.
Okay, so
And
2
when-
nights rest here. Okay.
Yeah, Thursday.
All right.
21st.
so they get 3 nights off, but still 3 nights is like a travel break in series.
Yeah.
You know, I think the same also applies to the Knicks. I think it'll take them. I think the Cavs could very well win Game 1.
They played May 9th, and then the first game is gonna be on the 21st.
That's like 11
Carolina.
days, 12 days.
That's
insane.
12. It's 12 days. I think early in Game 1 tomorrow night, the Cavs will have that routine that you brought up, that you talked about. They'll also have their touches. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
been a long time since the Knicks have shot the ball in a game scenario.
Yeah.
So I anticipate the Knicks taking a little while to find their shot, to find their touches.
Yeah.
But as you get into games 2, 3, 4, in theory, guys who have had to play a lot of basketball, like Mitchell,
Mhm.
Yeah.
are going to start to wear down.
And I don't think Cleveland has the legs to play the defense that they need to
Yeah.
play against New York.
Yeah, and their defense is spotty anyway. They play like a zone defense,
Yeah.
as opposed to like Detroit's a very man-on-man style defense.
Yeah.
So there was going to be holes that the Knicks were going to find in their defense anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And even under all things being even circumstances, coming back on defense got like Edwards was going to try to take like that. He takes off on defense. He tries to catch his breath on defense. You know, so does Mowgli.
Yeah.
That's what the Cavs do.
Yeah.
They're an offense first team. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a good series. I have Knicks in 5.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't think the Cavs will get swept. I have Knicks in 5. I just think the Knicks are fundamentally a better team.
I think they have more depth. I think they've been there before with this team the last 3-4 years now. So like they know what it's about, and I think they're about it, and they're hungry, bro. They all got the dog in them, and
You're right. I will say Cleveland is more deep than you think. They
are,
but like their roster is very balanced, right? So whereas the Knicks have more top end talent, the Cavs have a more of a kind of a flat team where they're all pretty talented. None really compare with the Knicks talent, but
yeah, I think
you're not going to get a weak player out there.
I think
than anyone else.
I think where the Knicks have the edge is in their bench's ability to score, particularly the long ball.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Knicks starting 5 isn't even the best rendition. You take out Josh Hart and you insert Quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, not Quickly. McBride.
Okay.
And the Cavs are in trouble because now they can't ghost anybody. What the Cavs are going to do in Game 1 is they're going to say, if you want to beat us, you have to beat us with Josh Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's reluctant to shoot. They're going to force him to shoot. They're going to force Josh Hart to beat them. The Knicks are going to do the same thing with Harden. Go ahead, Dave.
OG is going to be playing Game 1. He's cleared
Right.
from his injury.
Nice.
Right. OG is back, but what you're going to
Not
see is they're going to double up on guys. They're going to double up Brunson, certain areas of the game. They're going to double up Mikal Bridges. They're going to, Cat, they'll probably go 1v1 just because Cat doesn't have the raw aggression that
he's been more aggressive this postseason than he has.
Yeah.
in
not
previous
Detroit
years.
Piston aggression though. You know what I mean? It's, Cat's more of a finesse big. but they're going to force Josh Hart to beat them. Where they run into problems is if Josh Hart starts hitting from mid-range and from 3. Then they're in trouble. Or if they put in McBride and McBride is just – because then who do you leave open? Because McBride could kill you from anywhere. So defending the Knicks is going to be a challenge for the Cavs. What's interesting, here's an interesting matchup. The Cavs are the number 1 rated offensive rebounding team in the playoffs this year. The Knicks have been the number 2 rated defensive rebounding team in the playoffs this year. So that's going to be a little game within the game to pay attention to. And odds are whoever could win that battle on that night will win the game. Those small 50-50 battles in the paint are going to decide a lot of these games are going to be a lot closer than games we've seen leading up to it, because matchups mean a lot in the NBA, and these two teams match up well against each other.
Yeah. Knicks in 5. I agree with that sentiment. And I believe I agree with everything pretty much you said. It'll probably be a tough series, but I think it'll be a 5-game series,
I hope it's a tough series. I hope we win every game by a point or 2.
Yeah.
I hope they have to make a ton of adjustments to deal with issues that the Cavs are giving them, because you want to go into the finals optimized.
Yeah.
That's an edge. That's an edge that Cleveland has over the Knicks right now, is that they had to optimize their lineup to beat Detroit, whereas the Knicks cruised through Philly.
Yeah.
Didn't have to change a fucking thing. So how can they adjust on the fly?
No.
When Cleveland starts edging them out in areas?
Yeah, I'll say I got to give Cleveland an extra game, so I'll say Knicks in 6.
I wouldn't be surprised if it went 7, honestly.
I'd be very surprised. I think that, I don't think Cleveland. I think if this was Cleveland of 2 seasons ago or even last season, I'd say 7 makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this. I think the additions they've made are big, but does Harden get you an extra win in the series?
He looks bad. He doesn't look great out there.
He doesn't. He's doing his job.
He's 37. That's
bro, crazy.
Damn.
He's 37 going on 50.
I feel that though. I feel that so bad, so hard.
But he's doing his job. He's shooting. He's, the fouls are what you need him to draw and commit. He's fine. He's doing his job. You don't want to, but again, he's not going to win you a game in this series. He's going to help everyone else do it.
If I were the Knicks head coach, first of all, we would have won the last 5 championships. Second of all, what I would do is I would force a Harding trap. Right? I would force the ball to Harding and then close on him as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Once the ball is in Harding's hand, he's going to shoot.
Yeah.
Right? Or he's going to freeze up. That's what he does. He's going to freeze up. And then you can go man. When he's frozen, you could go man. Let them scramble to reset their play. If you close on him fast, he can't get his shot off. Harding likes to sit in his shot.
Mm-hmm.
He wants the ball. He wants time. He wants time to adjust. He wants time to see the shot. If you force the ball to Harding and then close on him immediately, and he can't set that shot up, it's Brick City the whole game. He's not hitting shit. And the more he misses, this is classic Harding, he does not recover. The more he misses, the worse he gets. He tries to shoot through it like Westbrook, but he's not as good as Westbrook. He can't shoot through it.
Also
It's gonna-
ancient.
Yeah, it's going to be a good series. It's going to be a good series.
Buffalo scored 2-1. Montreal.
All right. Making it a
6:40
game.
left in the second.
Double overtime game.
I don't know if I have it in me to watch.
No, I definitely don't.
So let's pivot to Rangers a bit. Last no, it's okay, it's good. Last week we did not mention this, and we probably should have. Benoit Allaire is retired officially.
Mazel.
Okay.
Congrats,
Benny.
I think I don't have a ton to talk about here, but I mean, what a career, right? He's 20-year career. Developed Lundqvist, Shesterkin, and then Cam Talbot, Georgiev. Every backup goalie for the Rangers have had for 20 years.
Yeah. Think about the amount of
phenomenal and became starters on their next team.
Think about the careers that this man has launched.
Yeah.
Just he's so good. This doesn't hurt the Rangers. He was practically retired last year. He picked his successor. It's a guy that he has worked with extensively.
Jeff Malkin.
I don't see a major fall off here at all.
I think if obviously these guys, they make themselves available. I don't see Shesterkin being like a head case like Hank, where I gotta call Benny, and I think Shesterkin's a little bit more tougher mentally.
Yeah.
So
he's definitely a student of brutalism, and
nice pull there, Dave. Nice pull.
But yeah, I think so, which gives Benny the opportunity to just retire. He's like, all right, I'm no longer needed. So, and again, like his career is going to be defined by Lundqvist, obviously. Like that is his career. Here's a question. Does Henrik Lundqvist have the Henrik Lundqvist career and stature in hockey without Allaire?
I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I think he's definitely talented enough. I mean, what he did with Sweden without, I don't know, he's pretty accomplished before coming to the Rangers. So I think he would have been all right. Maybe there's 10, 20 victories that or slumps that he would have not gotten out of quick enough if it wasn't for him. But I think he still would have been an exceptional goalie.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's not first ballot Hall of Fame.
Really?
Second ballot, sure. But it was such an immediate, absolute entry, no brainer. I think Allaire helped him a lot. You cannot discount the head case that Henrik Lundqvist is.
All right, so let me flip this on its head. Are we even talking about Benoit Allaire without Henrik Lundqvist?
Oh, absolutely not. They are forever interconnected.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So,
and again,
it's
knocking Lundqvist.
I can't name a single other goalie coach
ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
So is that all the Rangers talk? Because I don't want to fucking talk about them anymore.
I got two more things here.
All right. Let's get through it.
We all know the Leafs are in fucking trouble already.
What happened there?
Well, they hired John Chayka.
They hired a crook.
They hired a criminal con man.
They hired one of the fucking guys from The Big Short.
They esteemed Wendy's owner, John Chayka. It's just bad. The ownership. So I read there was a big deep dive on the problems that the Leafs are going through in the Atlantic, and the Athletic, and it was pretty interesting. So the owner of of Maple Leaf sports and entertainment. He's really should be hands off, but he's been getting really hands on with everything, and he's showing up to like trade deadline meetings with like AI suggestions.
Oh,
And like it's just a bad look. And then he hires
hands on, not handsy, though, right?
correct.
Thank goodness.
Well, actually, I mean, if you want him to get fired, but yeah, so he's not a great owner by any means. The Maple Leafs are being run like a Tim Hortons franchise and not like an NHL franchise, a historic sports franchise, not just hockey, sports.
Yeah.
And they hired this guy. Presumably, he's going to be a lame duck so that this, I forget the owner's name, so he can kind of like do what he wants, right?
It's the puppet.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But anyway, the Leafs media is in shambles. And Dave Pagnotta on the Leafs morning take show started spouting rumors that the Rangers are going to try to trade Lafreniere, which may or may not be true, but it's only coming from this guy. And I'm just thinking, like, they can't just be miserable on their own. They have to make us miserable too. Because we're a pro Lafreniere podcast, right? Like, I think we all like him. We all want him on the team. And
We
I just
don't
think
want
it's
him
bullshit.
to succeed as a Ranger, too.
Yeah, we want him to succeed as a Ranger.
God.
We don't want him to succeed as anyone else. What's worse is this guy's not even saying Lafreniere is going to get traded to the Leafs. He's just saying that the Rangers are going to trade him. It's insane.
What does that? Is he trying to spark something? Is he trying to like create?
I think he's just trying to take heat off of the Leafs. That there's nothing to talk about the Leafs other than it's a dumpster fire.
Yeah, he's trying to create
2
other
weeks
news.
into the offseason.
Hey, can I say something completely not hockey related?
Sure.
I just went to go to take a piss, and on the way back to my office, there was, I believe it was an ant on my floor that was big enough to have a cell phone. This thing was big enough to pay taxes. It was no joke, almost an inch long and like a quarter inch thick. Like when I picked it up with paper towels and crunched it, I felt a crunch and then a second crunch. Yeah, so that's nightmare fuel. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So we're just talking about that. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard every word.
Yeah. Okay. Second little rumor here. Jeff Merrick, who we all know and love, has been wondering about the Rangers and Connor McDavid.
Can I ask you guys a very serious question?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, do we even want him?
We spoke about this. Was it last week or the week before? I mean, you still take him.
Yeah.
Let me ask you.
Not take him.
Let me ask you a very, very straightforward question.
Yeah.
Dave, I'll start with you. Give Carlo a little time to think.
Yeah.
Are we one Connor McDavid away from winning a Stanley Cup?
I mean,
that's a no. Carlo, are we?
No.
That's a no, Dave. That's a no.
You've seen what he can do.
And you've seen him not win anything.
No, imagine what he does now already, right? With goaltending.
With what?
With goaltending.
Subtract all of the shit we'll have to get rid of to get him. You think it's just going to be him and Igor? Him and Igor could win a cup?
That's it. That's all we need.
It's unreasonable. Carlo, are we one Connor McDavid away from winning a cup?
We are 6 Connor McDavids away from winning a cup.
Thank you.
But I do see the point. Like, if we could just pick up and drop Connor McDavid on our roster,
100%.
That's awesome.
If Connor McDavid wasn't if Connor McDavid wasn't the single stupidest athlete alive, he wouldn't have signed that fucking bozo extension, and then he can go wherever he wants and get a wagon for it. Just get the bag.
Yeah.
But now,
Sucker.
I'm convinced he only did that so that Edmonton wouldn't lose him for nothing.
Yeah, probably.
But like, at least put a fucking opt-out clause after the first year of your new contract. Your bridge
I don't think
year.
you're allowed to. I don't think you're allowed to.
Why? You could do that shit in like every other sport, right?
The CBA is a fucking.
Think about all of the
Nightmare.
other cool shit.
This is
you
why
could
they're
do
gonna
in
be on
every other
strike
sport,
next year.
Dave. This is
What?
the NHL. I said, think about all the other cool shit you could do in every other sport that you can't do in hockey. This is the NHL. It's the stupidest fucking league.
Yep.
I say no. I don't want Connor McDavid because it's going to cost too much to get him.
Yes, that's the realistic statement. That's the
We are
realistic
not.
thing where I
All
would
right.
say.
Let me ask you this. Right now, today, are the New York Rangers better than the Edmonton Oilers?
Without Connor McDavid.
With Connor McDavid.
No, they're not better.
They're not better, right?
Right.
The New York Rangers are not better than the Edmonton Oilers.
Correct.
What? Connor McDavid is an Edmonton Oiler, and they're not good enough. The team that's better than us is not good enough to win.
Wait, if you subtract
And
Connor
they
McDavid
have
from
Connor
the Edmonton
McDavid.
Oilers.
No. Connor McDavid with the Edmonton Oilers with Connor McDavid, right? They are both better than us and nowhere near good enough to win a cup.
I'll say that if you take Connor McDavid off the Oilers, right, and you clone Mika Zibanejad and put him the clone on the Oilers, so rosters are square. The Rangers are a better team. The Rangers will
That's what I'm saying.
benefit more from having Connor McDavid.
Right.
Than
Obviously, the team
Oilers.
with Connor McDavid is the better team, but it doesn't make them good enough
But
to
I'm
win.
saying if you take Connor McDavid off of both rosters, the Rangers have a better team. The Rangers
think
are
so.
better. You don't think
I
so?
don't think so. I can't think of a single player on the Rangers as good as Leon Draisaitl. I can't think of a single player on the Rangers that impacts the game as much as Leon Draisaitl.
But who
Igor
else do
Shesterkin.
they have?
This is the point, Dave. They have three really
over
good
5
players. They have three really good players.
Yeah.
One of them is Connor McDavid.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
We have two really good players,
Mm-hmm.
and then nothing.
I
Then
think you're
zero
short-selling
things.
us.
Then we have Igor Shesterkin and Adam Fox, and then a whole mess of maybe.
Mika is proven, and Mika's not been bad. I don't understand.
I'll say, listen, I understand what you're saying, but I disagree. I think the Rangers roster is better than a McDavid-less Oilers roster.
Yeah.
Because you can say Draisaitl and Shesterkin, that's a wash. Okay, so take Shesterkin and take Draisaitl off. The Rangers roster is better.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they have more up and down the lineup as far as production.
Okay. So
It might
They're
not
now-
be as in higher quantities as McDavid and Draisaitl would do, no, but I think it's enough.
they're now better than the
Or more.
Oilers.
No.
With Connor, now they have Connor McDavid, and they're better than the Oilers.
Okay.
But you know who they're not better than? The Panthers. They're not better than probably Buffalo. They're not better than Montreal. They're not better than Carolina. They're not good enough to win. They're not better than Tampa.
But that wasn't the conversation. That wasn't
What
what,
I'm
we were
s-
talking about.
Right. So the reason I made that point is to say gaining Connor McDavid does not make you a contender. So why give up the assets to get him?
Well,
we agree on that.
It is it's a butts and seats move. It's Wayne Gretzky
yes,
all over.
No, but like just to go back to your false equivalency things, like McDavid had to go through a lot tougher teams in the West than the Rangers would have to be going through in the East. So the addition with Connor McDavid would push them a lot higher. That's all I'm saying. I agree. What we would have to lose will make us less than what we would be getting in.
Connor McDavid lost to the Anaheim Ducks.
How much is that? Is fatigue of every year making it to the finals and then having your fucking heart ripped out of your chest.
Right. And do you think that goes away when he puts on the Ranger jersey?
Yes. It did for Eichel.
No, it's not. That's a false equivalency because Eichel didn't make the playoffs once. Eichel was the most rested superstar in the league.
But it doesn't matter. Now he had pieces around him, and you saw what he did with his second chance. Now imagine Connor McDavid with that second chance with the right team with Broadway.
Did have pieces around him.
To be fair, this is Connor McDavid. If Connor McDavid moves at all, this will be his fourth chance. The Oilers have rebuilt this team around him so many times.
Terribly, too.
Yeah, unsuccessful. They're bad. Like, they're not good at doing it. My question is this. If Connor McDavid becomes a Ranger, how many minutes does it take for you to go buy a jersey?
Less than one.
I'd go back in time. I would to be the first.
Negative minutes.
Negative minutes.
So let's do the math. Right? The Rangers are going to suck for 5 years. We know this. Well, if they suck for 5 years and I can make $5 million a season in jerseys, maybe it's worth trading Lafreniere and fucking Will Borgen and a couple of draft picks.
But you see, they're not going to. Here's the thing. Here's the rub.
I know that.
They're not going to suck. They're not going to suck. They're going to be good enough to lose in the second round of the playoffs or lose in the conference finals.
I am so sick of that. I'm so bored of that.
That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen if they go get Connor McDavid. Now, if Connor McDavid doesn't sign that contract and we get to just sign him in free agency, add him to the current roster without losing anything and maybe add some other things, now you're talking.
Right.
Now this is something I could get on board with. What I'm not saying is I'm not willing to give up the assets that would help him be an actual contender just to get him. Because in the current landscape of the NHL, those assets are not replaceable.
We're all in agreement.
Now,
I think we're arguing the hypotheticals.
If they want to take Lafreniere in the 5th overall, okay, I can live with that. But we all know that's not going to be nearly enough.
Right.
I'm going to say 5 players.
Connor McDavid,
four NHLers, like any ready NHLers, a proven NHLer, and a draft pick.
Connor McDavid fucked himself.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Just like Wayne Gretzky fucked himself. Wayne Gretzky was untradeable. Not because of his talent, but because of what it would require to get him. And look at what happened. The Kings gave up everything to get him, and Gretzky didn't even sniff a championship in LA.
Well, he already had 4.
Right.
So, I mean, and he was the guaranteed face of the league for the next 50 years.
And you don't think that would be Connor McDavid in New York City?
Then Gary Bettman needs to arrange that deal.
You fucking kidding me?
7 years ago.
Connor McDavid comes to the fucking Rangers, and the next day they torpedo the Statue of Liberty and replace it with a golden statue of Connor McDavid and Jalen Brunson high-fiving.
Yeah, but like, so the Gretzky to LA deal was purely marketing for the NHL, right? Like the NHL said we cannot have this guy be in Edmonton. We have to get this guy in front of American audiences, and they figured out a way to make that happen. And it was a fair trade, fair value was moved, but I mean that was not like two GMs chatting like, oh, well, what if? No, that was the NHL stepping in, making a business decision. So, if you want Connor McDavid to be that, you have, which they won't do because they already pulled this on Edmonton. So this is the problem with the NHL. They're loyal to a T. So they already fucked over Edmonton in this way. They will never do it again. The best thing they could have done is send Connor McDavid to the Rangers 7 years ago and force that trade.
Yeah.
But they didn't because they're loyal to fucking a bunch of hicks in Edmonton.
What I think is that Connor McDavid, this is what I think happened to Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid is a fucking meat and potatoes, fucking hay in his mouth farm boy. And his agent is on the fucking payroll.
Mm-hmm.
And his agent talked him into resigning.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Gary Bettman said you need to make him resign.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's what I think happened.
Why does Gary Bettman win? If that's the thing, how does the NHL win from him staying in Edmonton?
Because everyone knows Connor McDavid is not staying in Edmonton.
Okay.
Everyone knows that. But now Edmonton gets a haul for Connor McDavid instead of him just walking. Connor McDavid's agent couldn't have possibly thought this was the best move for his client. Nothing. If I'm Connor McDavid's agent, I'm actively trying to talk him out of re-signing with Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dave just talked about Jack Eichel.
Right.
Look at Jack Eichel, who got his agent to get him the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm Connor McDavid's agent, I'm saying that's it. We've got one season left, and then we're going. We are going, Connor. You're hitting the market. You're going to make more money than God. And you'll maybe have an actual shot at winning a championship. Now, the assets it will take to acquire him are going to make whatever team he goes to as bad as the team he left.
Yeah. You think if he forces a trade, there'll be no it won't be a little bit easier?
No. I don't. This is not, we've never seen a talent like this in our lifetime. We've never seen a talent like this get traded in his prime.
Is he in his prime?
Yeah. He's 100. He's definitely in his prime.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. What sucks is that if he didn't resign, he's a Ranger. He's a Ranger in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Fool.
He should just not report to camp. You know? That's what I would do.
It's a shitty,
But I'm
it's a
also
shitty
lazy.
situation. It's just a shitty situation.
Third period's about to start in Buffalo. 2-1 Montreal there.
Ooh. 3 minutes left in the second quarter, and the Spurs are clinging to life with a 3-point lead. This is probably a really great game that we're missing.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
gonna
that's-
watch the rest of it with my wife when I get off.
Yeah.
You think that goes 7?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a battle.
OKC's defending champs, man, and they fucking mop the floor with the Lakers.
And bro, Wemby is so fucking good. The Spurs
Yeah.
are so fucking good. I do think that the Knicks have a better chance of beating the Spurs though than the Thunder. I think they could ball with either team, but ultimately I just think that the Thunder are the better team. whereas there is a question mark on the Spurs being the better team. So we shall see.
All right.
We shall see.
Let's land the plane, shall we?
Before we land the plane, Carlo. Before we land the plane, can I talk to you guys about something?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What is it, man?
I want to bounce something off you guys because I've put a lot of thought into this, and by a lot of thought, I mean today.
Okay.
I've had a bit of a revelation or an epiphany. One of the I don't know which it would classify as.
An epiphany is like from yourself. A revelation is something shown to you.
An epiphany, and epiphany has more of a religious connotation.
Sometimes, yeah, I think they both could have,
the
religious aspect to it.
Yeah, well, I guess so. Never mind.
Whichever the
we should argue. Let's figure this out. Let's look at
whatever the proper terminology is. I have seen the light.
So this is okay. So it is a religious thing.
It's not a religious thing. It's not a religious thing. It's more of a state of mind thing.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it, fellas, and I am done with the modern world.
Okay.
I have taken a hard look around, and it all sucks. All of it. Every last bit of it is dog shit, and I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. Now, this is not, I'm not offing myself. I'm not unaliving myself.
Okay.
I just don't, you know what I want? Let me, it's hard to put into words what it is I want. So let me paint you a picture of like the perfect day for me, away from the modern world that we live in. I want to wake up in the morning, birds chirping, maybe a rooster crowing, in a little cottage in the countryside.
Okay.
I want to get up, get dressed, go outside, look at my garden for a little while, maybe see some chickens wandering around, baby goats off in the corner, definitely ripping a dart. Then I want to stroll into town. Go to the cafe.
You're riding a bike? You're walking?
Either. Okay. Ride a bike, take a walk into my little town, my little village. Go to the cafe. Get my coffee. Shoot the shit with the fellas. Learn how to play dominoes. Spend the whole fucking morning into the afternoon there, just doing nothing, just bullshitting with the boys. Then take a walk over to the market, get a little light lunch, buy some stuff for dinner, come home, tend to the garden, feed the animals, cook a little dinner. I want to be away, as far away from everything I'm currently doing. With the exception of my wife. I would like my wife to come with me. I'm not running. She can come.
Yeah.
I want to live the provincial lifestyle, fellas. I'm trying to do some real, like every day I got to get up and I got to go to work and do shit I don't want to do around people I don't want to see. I'm trying to prance around town with a loaf of bread like Belle. I want the provincial lifestyle, boys.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
I agree with you. Me and Tish were talking about, we wanted to see if we can get like Mennonites to adopt us.
I've had enough.
And then all I got to do is just wake up and tend to the farm and raise a barn and, sew with yarn and, no buttons on my clothes. It'd be great.
Mennonites can have buttons.
I spent the entire weekend, the vast majority of the weekend with literally my hands in the dirt, doing shit in the backyard. Made a nice fire pit area, tended to a bunch of my vegetables. I've never been happier in my fucking life.
Mhm.
I went to bed both nights over the weekend fulfilled, truly content in the work that had been done that day. My day had meaning.
Mhm.
I actually accomplished something that I could look at, that I could touch.
Yeah.
And that's what I want in my life. I'm so fed up with the modern American life. And I am
ass.
It's so ass. It's butt cheeks. The
Move to
whole
Europe.
thing. I'm considering it. I really am considering
Just
it.
move out of the country.
Yeah.
Do that.
I'll tell you, Costa Rica, man.
Well, I'm working on getting my Italian passport because
Mhm.
mom grew up there. And if I could once I got that passport, then my wife could get it because she's married to me.
Mhm.
And then I can move anywhere in the EU.
Italy's
and
probably your best bet, to be honest.
Well, Italy,
Most-
Portugal, Spain.
Yeah, you don't speak
Uh,
any of those languages, so they're all pretty much in the
Well,
same.
well,
playing
yeah, my
field.
wife speaks Spanish. And people speak English just about everywhere, at least enough to get by. And you could pick up a language at a very low conversational level after a few months or a few years.
Yeah.
Google Translate exists.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, boys. I mean, I've decided that literally the day after I turn 55, I'm gone. I love you guys. I'll do the podcast. I will do the podcast from Europe.
We
You gotta buy a Starlink because the internet out there.
You come and see me.
Life is ass here. The internet's ass out there.
You come and see me whenever the fuck you want. Carlo, send the kids to me every summer.
Nah.
Send them out there.
Let
me. Well, they'll be older. You know what I mean?
Give me
They'll be
one
older.
of them. Send me one of them.
I'll go out
Yeah.
there every summer.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna fucking send my kids?
But imagine this, Carlo. Imagine this, both of you. Imagine it's Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon. You're sitting in your yard with your wife. You're having a coffee or a glass of wine, and you look at each other and you say, "Hey, babe, what do you want to do this weekend? We got anything going on?" And she says, "No, I don't think so." And you say, "You know what we should do? Let's hop on a train and let's spend the weekend in Paris. No big deal. It's 3 hours away."
I mean, most of what you're describing, and I love it. I agree. I want to do the same. Most of what you're describing is just retirement.
Yes.
And
I think it's different. I think it's different.
No. Because the thing is, you want retirement now, and I do too. We all do. But it's like what you have accumulated thus far, where can that make you retired?
The Philippines.
The Philippines.
No, I've accumulated quite a bit.
So you can go. You could do it. Why wait till you're 55?
Yeah.
Well, because then I could use my 401k, which is where I've accumulated it.
But if you cash it out and never pay the tax,
You gotta
penalty
pay
because you've left the country. You're now also a fugitive.
Yeah. And
So now I've just got to go. Now I've just got to go somewhere with no extradition. So maybe
Israel.
Venezuela,
Switzerland, Ecuador,
Luxembourg,
Vatican City.
China won't extradite you. I don't think.
China.
I don't want to go.
China's
to China.
number one, bro. China is gonna save us.
Get the fuck out of here. Don't
Dave's
say that
on
shit.
one. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've spent the entirety of my life in or very, very close to a major city. And I'm just done. I'm done with it.
I hear that, brother.
Yeah, man.
I want to let's fucking start a compound. I'll move in the woods. I'll move in. We'll open up a fucking fruit stand.
Remember we talked about Tiny Town? There's a place called Tiny Town that's existed now for the last 8 or 9 years.
Bullshit, because that was our idea.
That was our
Well, you know what I think it is? You know what I think plays a big part in it is that the one thing that the American culture has stripped away from us more than anything else is community.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like our parents, more so our grandparents, like they lived in a dense community where they had people that they
Dense.
cared about around them all the time, and they helped each other. And like every one of us is an island now. We're all just an island waiting for the fucking wave to hit. We need to make Tiny Town happen.
Can we
That's what-
make it like medium town? Because I'm too tall for that tiny house shit.
Well, what I'm saying is
Ruby Ridge Part 2.
Yeah, buddy.
what I'm saying is we find
Except
a
for
piece
the
of
good out.
land,
Right.
you know, maybe 10 to 15 acres, serviceable land, somewhere cheap.
Water rights.
We build a couple of modest houses on it.
Build them to the side of the hill, protect you from radiation when the bombs drop.
We get a nice farm going. We get the chickens running around, the fucking cows, the goats. You know what I mean? We truly live off the land.
You need a lot of acreage. You need a lot of
You
acreage.
need less than you think. You need less
No.
than you think.
For the animals, and you're self-sustaining on food, you need about an acre per person per year to feed them.
So you're thinking in terms of commercial farming.
I'm thinking in terms of not being hungry.
There's a documentary called like The Tiniest Farm
Mm-hmm.
or This Tiny Farm. I forget the name of the documentary. Hold on, I've got it here somewhere.
Tiny Town's tiniest farm.
Because then you also
Yes.
have a cow that has to eat.
Well,
That's-
you don't get cow. You give up red meat, except for you get goat. You get
You
goats.
get goats. But like, how much land do you need for goats, right? Well, they'll eat the
Eat
grass
anything.
on your land, but if all your land's being used to fucking grow pumpkins,
Well, that's why you
and
got to.
squash,
Yeah. You need to be attached to some sort of woods or like.
I want you to
Wildlife
look.
reserve.
I want you to look up a documentary called The Biggest Little Farm,
the biggest little farm.
where this couple started pretty much the equivalent of a commercial farm on just a couple of acres. But the way they designed their farm,
A 234 acre farm.
that's a small farm.
Yeah. You said 10 acres.
Well,
And
we
you
don't
wanted
need
to have
to,
multiple families living
right,
on it.
right. But these people are a produce supplier. We don't need
Okay.
to be a produce supplier. So let's say 20 acres. But the way you do it is you fucking like everything is simpatico. Everything is benefiting something else, and that's benefiting something else. It's a self-sustaining ecosystem.
Oh, kind of like the people who we destroyed and displaced on this continent. were
Yes.
doing. Oh, yeah. I
You know what I
agree.
mean?
But with like insulation and bidets.
Bro, I got a bidet that hooks up to a water bottle. You just whoop, whoop.
Yeah, that's true.
It's great. There's ways
Um,
around it, man. There's ways around
I
it.
do need a bidet at this point. I can't go back.
Oh,
It's all right. You got a water
No,
bottle.
I'm
I
saying,
have a
like,
bidet
the how-
head that fits it.
the houses we live in can have creature comforts. This is
Yeah,
more
so-
about like
I do like the idea of a portable enema, though, Dave.
Hell yeah. Dude, you can get angles you didn't even know were possible.
Yeah.
you
yeah.
don't have to squirm around on the bowl.
Yeah,
Your
Yeah.
butt
your
is
arm can
steady
do?
and everything else is squirming.
Right.
Yeah, the way
Imagine if you had a remote control for your bidet, like a joystick.
it's like fucking Top Gun. Just firing water up my asshole.
Did you guys ever hear about the time we might have told this story on the podcast before
With our friend
with our friend the first time a woman he was dating for a very long time agreed to have anal intercourse with him, and upon entry or as he was attempting to enter, he started humming the theme from the Top Gun video game. But remember the scene where you dock You talked to
We gotta
fuel up.
we gotta refuel.
Yeah, refuel. And she broke up with him on the spot. You ever have a person break up with you while neither of you are wearing pants? That's life altering.
Mhm.
You're not the same after that.
You know what? And it shows. Like he's obviously was deeply affected by that.
He was. Father of 3. By the way.
God bless.
Anyway, so yeah, that was my revelation. I guess really when you boil it down, I just want to be retired.
Yeah, revelation it is.
It's an epiphany, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think
All right.
I think the revelation is I don't want to retire and go to like a 55 and older in Florida.
Oh no, don't do that.
No.
And still like be in the same societal.
You're still gonna be around the people you
Woo.
hate.
Right. People are a big part of this for me,
Well,
Dave.
Here's a question. How long will it, let's say you do this. You go to a small village in Sicily and you're getting your bread, you're getting your coffee, you're dunking the bread in the coffee every morning, you're talking to everybody, you're doing the thing, you have the chickens. In over under how many weeks? I'll say 10 weeks over or under, you tell me, will you start hating all of those people?
Over. Way over.
Over? You think it's over 10 weeks?
Let me tell you something. Carlo, I've never met a stranger. I'm a man of the people.
Yeah, but how long till you hate those people?
No.
It's not about stranger or not.
Now, hate them because of something they've done to me, or hate them because I am who I am?
Because who you are.
You are who you are, which will find something that they've done to you.
Right. You'll find some sort of idiosyncrasy or perceived microaggression, and you'll just extrapolate that into something insane in your head, and then you'll it's boom, it's that. You're like George Costanza.
I can tell you proudly and confidently that I am not that person anymore.
Okay.
I won't deny that I was for a very long time. For a huge part of my youth, I was that person. I was the Costanza of this group of friends. But through a combination of wisdom, duloxetine, and more therapy than I want to admit, I feel like I have changed. And here's how I know I changed, Dave.
Yeah.
Do you remember I used to do content creation? I used to do barbecue.
Yeah.
I was on Instagram. I was on TikTok. I had a ton of followers. I was getting free stuff from companies like Blackstone and Weber, and all the, Traeger was sending me stuff. And I thought about potentially changing my career and opening up a barbecue place. A few days ago, I was talking to my sister. My sister said to me, why don't you get back into that? You could probably, you could do really well for yourself. And here's how I know I've changed. The reason I stopped is because I started caring more about popularity than joy. Popularity is something that 25-year-old Brendan would have prioritized. Now, I have no use for money anymore. Like,
nice.
In
this economy,
what I'm saying is I don't want to monetize anything that brings me joy, because it won't anymore.
Well, right, because it loses what brings you joy in the first place. When it
exactly.
Sure. Absolutely.
I
I'm
want to
glad you
do
don't care about
things,
this podcast though, just like me and Carlo. That we
but I
care
don't.
about being
I don't.
popular. We just
I
want-
don't
we
do
it for the
this.
love
Don't
of it.
lump me into that, Dave.
I genuinely do not do this podcast because I want to get famous
I don't want to get
or I want to make money. I do this podcast to chat with you guys once a week because we live in different places. When we started this podcast, we lived in 3 different states.
we still
across
did
the
live in
country.
three different-
You know what I mean? None of us lived anywhere near the other 2,
That's true.
right? We had very busy lives, and this was a break from that to be 17-year-old idiots again for an hour and a half a week. And that's why I love doing this podcast. It has nothing to do with popularity or social media engagement or really even the Rangers.
Oh, that's obvious. We don't talk
Fuck
about the
the
Rangers at all.
But do you get what I'm saying? And that's how I know that I'm not the same version of me that you think I might still be. That would hate people in under 10 weeks.
Which I think that's a great segue to our new podcast, Knicks Knacks podcast. We're switching to a full-time Knicks podcast called Knicks Knacks.
I love it. Anyway, that's where I'm at, fellas.
That's good. Yeah, with that said, can we actually take next week off?
Yeah, let's take
I-
next week
yes.
off.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is we'll chat. We should chat about what we're gonna do over the summer.
Mhm.
Yes.
Maybe watch the game together or whatever game is on. But yeah, because I want to iron all of that out because we have
Yeah.
a lot of things to think about and not much to talk about. We have to
Yeah.
figure out what we're doing in the show.
I would like to throw a small caveat in. I think we should
Yeah.
definitely take next week off unless something crazy happens in the Knicks Cavs series. Like if one of these 2 teams gets swept, we should come back and talk about it a little bit.
Sure, that works for me.
Yeah.
That works for me. We will. The 3 of us will be in a room talking to each other at the same. No matter what, we should do that. But the pressure of having to come up with something to talk about.
Yeah.
Bro, they remade Youngblood.
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh god, terrible score.
All right, let's land the plane if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, let's do it.
By the way, Buffalo tied it up.
Whoop,
2-2.
whoop.
All right, where are we?
Such a
Star of
good
the week.
series.
Brendan, who's your star of the week?
My star of the week is going to be John Tortorella for reasons previously discussed. The man truly doesn't give a fuck about anything and anyone. And you know what? If I'm the Vegas Golden Knights owner, I'm eating this one. I'm eating it for identity's sake. Who cares?
It's true. All right, Dave, star of the week.
I'm gonna say, how you doing, guys? The New York Mets taking 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. The only thing that they gave me to live for, besides the sweep off the Tigers. How you doing, New York Mets? My stars of the week.
Such a sad existence.
I need some. Listen. What is life but a series of moments? And I'm just basking in this one a little bit longer.
That's an
Good for you,
epiphany.
Dave. Good for you, Dave. I'm happy for you. I'd be happier for you if I thought that the Mets brought you any joy at all. I don't think.
Like I said, tiny moments.
Anyway, Carlo, who's your star of the week?
My star of the week is. Let me think about this.
I mean, you got one on a fucking silver platter here, buddy. You live in Cleveland.
Yeah, I could say the Cavs. I'm gonna say the Monsters.
Ah, how are they doing?
They're it's 1-1 in the North Division final against the Toronto Marlies. Games 3 and 4 are this week. Game 5, if needed, will be in sunny Cleveland, Ohio. I will be in the building for Game 5.
Hell yeah.
Great.
Very excited for that one. So I'm basically going to live at Rocket Arena for as long as possible next week.
Hell yeah.
I'm very pumped about that. So yeah, we're going to say the Cleveland Monsters star of the week. Big comeback win after dropping Game 1 in ugly fashion. Fraud of the week, Brendan. Who you got?
This is going to be a real easy one. The Detroit Pistons are my fraud of the week. I mean, to lose a game is one thing,
Mm-hmm.
but to not even show up in Game
That was
7
bad.
in your own building. I don't want to take anything away from the Cavaliers. I don't
It's
want to
so-
take anything away from the Cavaliers, but as a Knicks fan, that game does not worry me. That was more about, like, maybe the Cavs win that game either way, but the way that game took place, the way it played out, way
Yeah.
more about Detroit and what they failed to do.
And because of their failure, actually T-Baby is dropping a fucking sequel to It's So Cold in the D.
Nice pull, Dave.
Buffalo might have almost just scored. Something happened here. There was a goal celebration. I'm watching a replay.
Did
That's a goal. That's a clear goal. That's a clear goal. Oh, I think they're arguing that he didn't get it. It was a late whistle.
Oh,
Well, we'll see.
Can I say something real quick? Really quick.
Yeah, you can.
How sick would it be if the final was the Buffalo Sabres versus the Vegas Golden Knights
oh,
because
How
of the Jack
poetic.
Eichel of it all?
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
do you root for?
I don't know. I think the Sabres.
Buffalo.
I
You
still
root for
got it. Yeah, I
Buffalo.
gotta go Sabres, right?
Think the
It's
fucking
tough.
Sabres. For their fans, I think the Sabres.
For New
Let me-
York,
the-
baby.
The ownership group does not deserve a championship. The
No.
fans the fans deserve this.
Yeah.
What owners are actually good people? I mean, really.
I think the guy who owns the Mammoth is a pretty cool guy.
Show me the fortune and I'll show you the crimes.
Mm.
Balzac said that. His name, that guy's name is Ballsack.
Oh,
Imagine-
Balzac.
Imagine
Goated.
being born into the Ballsack family.
Benny Ballsack here. Hi. I'm here to sell you insurance.
Yeah.
And God, what a shitty last name. It's gotta be tough. Oh, but they're French, so it translates differently.
Mm.
What is French for Ballsack?
Balzac.
Balzac.
You gotta throw
Balzac.
like 5 extra vowels in there.
Le Balzac.
Yeah.
All right. Fraud of the week, Dave.
Gary Bettman and the league for trying to fucking take away a 2nd round pick from the fucking Vegas Golden Knights. That's ridiculous. It's absurd. I'm sorry. Stop it. Stop. Just be normal. Just be a fucking normal league.
Never. Buffalo did not score. A goal was taken away.
Balls.
2-2. 10 minutes in the third. My fraud of the week is I haven't thought about it. I'm gonna say
Oh,
whoever
fuck.
loses this series between Montreal and Buffalo.
Really? I think this
Yeah.
has been one of the better series in the playoffs.
It has been, but both teams have had it in the grip of their hands and have let it slip away if they lose.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to give it away a little bit at times.
No, I honestly I think both teams are playing really, really well, and I don't have a fraud, and I'm just staring at this game in the corner of my screen right now.
Whenever I don't have a fraud, I just say the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, but I don't know. It seems they haven't done anything. Maybe that's why they're the fraud. They haven't done anything to make me want to think about them.
Right. Even when they do something, which is very rare, I don't think about the Carolina Hurricanes.
True. No, got one. Green Valley Brewing Company. Why don't you have French fries?
What?
They don't have French fries. They have pizzas. They have chips. They have sandwiches. They have salads. They have charcuterie boards. They have big pretzels. Get a deep fryer. Get some French fries out here.
Oh my God. You know what?
The fuck?
Fuck.
This just triggered something in my head.
Oh shit. Okay.
I want to add a fraud.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Asbury Park Ale House.
Mm-hmm.
My wife and I went to Asbury Park for lunch on Saturday.
Asbury.
There is a place called the Asbury Park Ale House.
Uh-huh.
It is down the block from the Asbury Park Brewery,
Mm-hmm.
one of the biggest breweries in New Jersey. I want you to guess how many beers from Asbury Park Brewing is on tap at the Asbury Park Ale House.
0.
That's how many.
Zero.
That's
Zero. That's nuts.
Whose fault
Now-
is that though?
That might be Asbury Park Brewing's fault.
Right.
Maybe they don't want competition half a block away.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I will say this though, I got a beer from another New Jersey brewery there. It's a new beer. Well, it's a new to me. Cape May Brewing. It's called It's called Tan Limes, and it's like a Mexican style lager. It is
Okay.
like the definition of a summertime crush. Crush 100 of
Mm.
these beers.
The
So
Mexican
fucking
lagers
good.
are going to be on fire this year.
That
cannot-
So
sounds-
fucking
That sounds
good.
really good. Yeah, I hope they come up with a version called Lobster House Shandy. That would be nice. Cape May,
Mm.
Lobster House Shandy.
I'm already envisioning the micheladas with tan limes this summer. Dave, I'll see you in the backyard for a michelada.
Yes, sir. Are you building a pizza oven or no? Just a fire pit.
No, it's just a pad to put a fire pit on.
Hmm.
No.
I mean, it'd be a lot cooler if you had a pizza oven too.
Well, a lot of things would be cool.
I mean, you got
God.
the money and wherewithal, and
Just delay
a beat.
retirement.
Yeah, so I can
Delay
build Dave
the
a fucking
resolution.
pizza oven.
Yeah. So he can go there, have pizza once at your house.
Yeah.
What, like Gus's house? Like, I had like pizza like once or twice there. He was so happy to get that fucking pizza thing, and bam,
Listen.
I was gone.
I was there while they were building that fucking pizza oven.
Yeah.
I
I
was-
think we all were. It took him like a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
year. You had to fill out H-1B fucking forms for these guys to build this fucking thing.
All Carlos' dad's fault, though. 100% of the delays because of Carlos' dad. I've never seen a man. Carlos' dad was like Simon Cowell as these guys were trying to build a fucking pizza oven.
These are master pizza oven makers who emigrated to the United States
for this one reason.
Just to build
Recently,
Gus's pizza.
to make pizza ovens in the United States.
You know who they don't know more about it then? Gus Montanino, apparently, who has built 0 pizza ovens.
I don't know if he's even seen one in person, to be honest.
Probably not. Probably not.
Hey, Gallo, I seen the one at Campania. I think I could do this.
I think they made the opening too small, and I think it was
It
just,
was tiny.
because it wasn't just a pizza oven; it was a whole outdoor kitchen made of
Yeah.
brick. Wild choice. But then in the corner where you would normally have, like in a regular kitchen that's indoors, you'd have like I have my air fryer in there, in that corner. Some people would have other stuff. He made the corner of the outdoor all brick kitchen a pizza oven. Great idea. Wood burning pizza oven. Yeah, but it was like you could only get one, you needed it to be bigger. You want to get 2 personal pizzas at a time at least.
You know, Dave, you would think that sitting in a nice backyard,
Mhm.
poolside, crushing beers, watching Gus verbally and emotionally assault 2 Italian immigrants would have been the highlight of that afternoon in the yard. Not even close. It was second, but not even close. At one point, Carlo's ex-stepbrother came outside.
Oh, yes.
Briefly said hello to me, said hello to Gus, blah, 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 blah. Walked back inside. Gus turns to me and says, "This little prick is stealing my mouthwash." And I said, "What?" And he said, "You heard me. He's stealing my fucking mouthwash." And I said, "Gus, I feel like mouthwash is a communal thing in a house. Like you buy mouthwash for the house. Everyone uses the same mouthwash. You don't have personal mouthwashes." And I said, "That's the first thing. Second thing, how do you know it's him and not just your wife using the mouthwash that you bought and put in your bathroom? How do you know it's him?" And he goes, "Because I watch him." And I said, "What?" He takes me in the house and shows me where he hides to watch the bathroom to confirm, like he's on fucking SEAL Team 6, like he's a scout sniper. He stands in this spot, then he makes me go into the bathroom and says, "Can you see me here?" He wants to confirm the adequacy of his hiding. The most insane. This conversation was 35 minutes long.
I believe it.
The greatest and most insane 35 minutes.
Come to the garage. I got a diagram board set up. It's the JFK fucking files.
He said to me, "I want you to go into the bathroom, do things at the sink, and then turn and look in this direction and tell me if you could see me." Bro, all I saw was him. Not even. It's like in the cartoon. Like you ever see a cartoon where a fat guy hides behind a street pole? That's what it's just. I looked over and it's just Gus standing in the hallway. He's like, "Good hiding spot, right?" "Great, you're doing great, Gus. You're doing great."
Yeah, there was a lot of
Yeah.
things were escalating to that point. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
He had an Xbox that was getting played.
Oh yeah,
That's his Xbox.
play my Xbox.
Gus really hasn't wrapped his mind around this whole family thing. It's just
Yeah,
He's done. He's good.
great grandpa. Great grandpa.
he's a good grandpa. One of the best.
One of the best.
Say. Yeah. Yeah,
This prick is stealing my mouthwash.
We'll have this. I got more stories for you off pod. Yeah, but let's wrap this up. All right. So that's it for this week. Thank you for listening. Visit the website, rangerthingspodcast.com. Sign up for the Wolf Pack. It's $1 a month, you cheap fucking bastards.
Yeah. What are you, Carlos'
reading
ex-stepbrother?
You're gonna steal our mouthwash too? You're gonna play our Xbox?
Come steal our mouthwash at rangersuck.shop.
Rangersuck.shop. Get some merch. Follow us on Twitter. Email us. That's all said at the top of the show. I don't care anymore.
We need a "This Prick Stole My Mouthwash" t-shirt. We need a "This Prick Stole My Mouthwash" t-shirt.
Yeah, I'll figure out how I can do that. For Dave Pacheco.
Good night, everybody.
Brendan Lyons.
Let's go, Knicks.
I'm Carlo Martinino. See you all next week.